friends, welcome back or to the channel. Jesse, Cadillac's Rock. Anyway, so it's a bit different today. We're in the Jeep instead of in the shop. We're headed down to go check out a truck, possibly get started on trying to make a run today. So let's punch in, shall we? So this is my little brother's over there somewhere. It's his truck. It's an inheritance, same as mine was, but he got it from a different part of the family. It's thought it was a 55, but doing a little bit of research, we found out it's a 56, but they're basically the same thing, more or less. Yeah, it's actually in pretty good shape considering nobody's been nice to it ever. It's got typical Chevy shit. Collapsed rockers. It's got rust in the floors and cab corners, bottom of the fenders, that kind of shit. This, don't worry about that. Door pop. This, I'm assuming, was a pretty nice truck in its day. I mean, it's got the two-tone dash with the two-tone seat. My 61 was all monotone. It was only one color, and has a drop-down headlight in it as well. I didn't even know that. Big old school bus wheel in it. This is exquisite. This headache rack here, and I don't know, beer holder maybe, coffee cup thing, I don't know. What do you think it was?
Fire extinguisher.
Oh, he thinks it was fire extinguishers. So this should be a 235 with 4-speed, right? Cast iron 4. And other than an air filter, from what I can tell, it's complete. Like, exhaust is still intact, fuel system's completely solid, wiring looks, yeah, decent, you know, for being 70 years old. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see, well, we're gonna make sure that this isn't locked up. We've got to try to find some keys for it. He says he's got a whole gang of keys, but we'll find some keys, see if we can get it to rotate. And if we can get it to rotate, we're going to pull the plugs and run some compression and go from there. So let's get to it. A little bit low. Tastes just fine to me. I mean, tastes old, but tastes fine. Doesn't taste like it's ever been milkshaked or had the rings washed out of it, so that's a bonus. He's already spun it over, so we know it's free. Actually doesn't feel like it puts up much of a fight at all. That might not be good. Oh, you run into compression?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a little bit at least.
Oh, you can hear it.
She might be a runner, boys. Let's grab some tools and we'll pull these plugs and I'll check the points and all that fancy shit. So we're supposed to be getting tools, but we're just digging around looking at stuff, you know. And those pedestals are adorable. But they work. I mean, they held this motor up all these years, you know. Look at these gear drive hood hinges, all kinds of shit. You got 4 of them?
Yeah.
So I bet those are original. This motor's actually really clean. Don't look at that though. That's well, just there. Yeah, it's fine. You know, old coal miners and old farmers have a lot in common. like this, it fits just perfectly in there. I mean, perfectly. It's not touching, but it's damn close. You guys think there's anything in here? Hell yeah. Tire chains? Gun rack in there. We'll leave the bees in there. You don't want, right? If you guys are ever dealing with these old spark plug wires, don't just grab them and pull. Get down here by the end, a little twist. They usually break free pretty easy. What the hell am I gonna do with that? Apparently reach clear to next door. Fit. That don't fit. While he goes to find a socket, there is the 56 door tag. And it looks like it's 30,090, but I know my grandpa owned this and then my stepdad drove it, so it's probably more like 130. I doubt it's 200 based on the condition of the engine, but could be, I guess. I don't even want to lift the carpets out or the floorboards up in this thing because I'm sure they're gone, because these always are. Check that shit out. Man, this thing was loaded. It had a radio, a radio, and a factory speaker in it. My truck didn't have any of this shit. And this is a nice truck. It's the first time I've ever looked in this truck, actually, my whole life. It was basically in my backyard. Never even looked at it. And some shitbird busted a very expensive windshield, so that was nice. Thank you to whoever did that. Oh, they're a little sticky. Got the goods with the rubber boot in there even? I don't think this thing's ever been used.
And the extension or just ratchet?
Yeah, we'll use that too. It's a fine tooth ratchet, that's nice. Spark plug was finger tight at best.
It's good for it.
Yeah, that's comforting. That might be why the motor never locked up. Ooh. I don't understand how that spark plug smells like fuel. There ain't been fuel in this truck in 30 plus years. It smells like the spark plugs that come out of my truck. Between yours and mine, I bet we could pay off a mortgage. They run so rich. Also, that down there, let's see. That there, little fancy contraption, is a foot pedal starter. So you don't start it with the key. It's just like a little button on the floor. You push it down and it engages the starter. ABC Wide World of Sports. You put them joints on to run a mile and then stomp a hole in somebody's ass when you're done. You don't want no smoke with them shoes. Brand new clutch. Hopefully that clutch is not for this, but if it is, that would explain why the thing got parked. I'm not trying to start no shit, but somebody was. So we're procrastinating, we're digging around inside the truck, and we see this autograph Utah Jazz. That thing's probably worth, you know, 15 or 20 bucks, I don't know. And it has this little, I don't know, it looks like it's like a breaker box. And this is in there, which was the high school that I went to. It's been torn down for almost 20 years now. But there's a brand new set of points in here. Shit, yeah. Progress report. All 6 pistons look good. There's a little bit of hatching in the walls, but not a lot. There's no reason for me to believe that these pistons are not going to do exactly what they're supposed to do. So now we're looking for a battery, and we're going to see if the motor will turn over. And if it does, we're going to see if we can get some compression out of it. That does not look like it's going to make very good contact. So I'm going to strip this back, cut all this old shit off, and strip it into the fresh wire. And then we're just going to temp permanently, get a pair of vice grips, and do the thing. See if we create a fire out here. Whoops. I forgot there's a magnet on the bottom. I got a little close to the fin and it's stuck. Connections are done. No smoke yet. Don't smell nothing. Don't see nothing, but just in case. Because I've had a few underhood fires and they're not fun when you don't have a fire extinguisher around you. Now this dashboard has just an array of toggle switches and none of them are labeled, so we're going to get in there and just start flipping switches and see what does anything. Stay tuned. Just as I suspected. No battery. That might be the reason that it came out of the car, because it was dead. So I'm going to get a jump back and, this little Harbor Freight jump pack. Don't underestimate those things. I've jump started my diesel with that. Best like $80 I ever spent was on that jump pack. I've used the shit out of that thing. Let's see. Now see if we got anything in there. She's on all the powers. Yeah. I don't know if that battery's that dead or if the starter's dead. Try to turn the lights on. Try to turn the lights on. Yeah, I think that battery's just that damn dead. Let me do some wiggling here and come back. Different battery, same charger. Let's try this shit again. Yeah, try the lights first. Hey, we have lights. We have one light. That means the battery's hooked up. Your fan's on.
Don't shut off.
Shit. There's still some life in that battery, bud.
Huh?
Did you shut it off? Okay. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah? Ooh, let go. Hit it again. Ooh, she turns. Let's see here. Hit it again. Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Now we'll grab the compression tester and we'll see what kind of numbers each of these holes makes. Keep in mind, boys, we need 90 psi to make a fire, allegedly. Yep. Psych. Okay. That one's about 70. Alright guys, had a good first day, but we're both getting hungry, and we're just gonna call it a day. But we did get the motor to turn. Ran a compression check on it, which it's a little low, but I think we can get it to come back around. I'll mix up some sauce and we'll dump it in the cylinders and let it sit for a few days. But I think we can, as long as the starter holds up, I think we can get it to run. But it kind of sounds like the starter's trying to leave the chat. So I'll pick this back up tomorrow, and hopefully we'll make some more progress. Okay guys, some time has passed since we were messing around with this truck, and a lot of shit's happened. I think we cooked a starter. Not 100% sure on that, but I'm going to, when we get back to this thing, I'm going to take a better battery down there and see if it's actually cooked or not. But that'll be for another video. I'm going to wrap this one here and just call this part 1. Because he just had a kid, so, you know, he doesn't have a lot of free time to play with cars anymore for a while. So, and I gotta post this video. So I'm going to call this part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 whenever it happens. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you guys, and remember, your dreams don't work unless you do. So regardless of how long that thing's been sitting, get out there and try to make it run. Okay, bye.